So in that season, he managed to get Aston Martin's first ever podium in Baku and his first ever podium for Aston Martin. He also got Aston Martin's best 4 results, but only 3 counted, with a P2 in Hungary. A P2 in Hungary being disqualified, but he finished P5 in Monaco, P5 in Spa, although the race was, well, not really a race if we're being honest, and P2 in Baku. A massive improvement from 2020, where his confidence was rock bottom. Was really good how he was able to turn it around despite a very poor car. 2022, so far. Races, 14 out of 16, missed 2 due to COVID. 0 wins, 0 poles, 0 podiums, 0 fastest laps. Currently beating his teammate by 15 points. Currently, Aston Martin are 9th in the Constructors, 525 points behind Red Bull at the time of recording this, which was after the Italian Grand Prix. 2022, a year that was expected to be a chance for everyone to take advantage of the new regulations, but Aston Martin have been worse than last year. For Seb, season started bad. He was out of the first 2 races, got COVID, but his first race in Australia was probably the worst race weekend of his career. Engine issue in practice 1, delayed, and if my memory serves me correct, he didn't do any running in practice 2 due to that engine issue as it was getting changed. Practice 3, he crashed. The car was prepared just in time due to a red flag coming out in Q1. Seb was able to get 1 lap in Q1. Crashed in the race. But after that, his season really improved. In Imola, got points and managed to get to Q3 as well. And has had a great season. 4 times more points than his teammate Lance Stroll, with fantastic drives. Imola, P8, was in the points in Miami before being crashed into by Mick Schumacher. Monaco P10, Baku P6, Silverstone P18 to P9, Hungary P18 to P10, and Spa P8. On July 28th, Seb announced his retirement from F1, a moment that was heartbreaking for me and all other fellow Seb fans. He leaves F1 as one of the greatest of all time. 4 titles, 53 wins, 57 poles, 122 podiums, and 38 fastest laps. The 4th most titles of all time, the 4th most poles of all time, the 3rd most wins of all time, and the 3rd most podiums of all time. Also, the 5th most fastest laps of all time. Standout drives in Seb's career. 2007 Italian Grand Prix, started P17, finished P4. 2008 Italian Grand Prix, he won in the Toro Rosso. 2012 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, from pit lane to P3. 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, hit at turn 4, was last, had a damaged alternator, managed to finish P6. 2016 Singapore Grand Prix, started P19, finished P5 on a track that's very difficult to overtake. 2017 Canadian Grand Prix, had a broken front wing at the start, Ferrari failed to see it and didn't pit under the safety car, it then fell off at the resumption of the race, he fell to last, but managed to recover back to P4. 2018 French Grand Prix, had a crash incident with Valtteri Bottas at the start, which caused him damage. He managed to get he got a 10-second time penalty, went all the way to last, but managed to climb back up to P5. 2019 German Grand Prix, started P20, finished P2. 2020 Turkish Grand Prix, started P11, finished P3. 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, started P11, finished P2. Seb had, in his career, had 7 DNFs while he was leading a race, with all mechanical issues. Records that Seb has. Most wins in a season, 13. Most poles in a season, 15. Most wins in a row, 9. Most laps led in a season, 739. Most wins for Toro Rosso / AlphaTauri, 1. Most poles for Toro Rosso / AlphaTauri, 1. Most podiums for Toro Rosso / AlphaTauri, 1. Most wins for Red Bull, most titles for Red Bull, most poles for Red Bull. Most podiums for Aston Martin, 1. Third most wins for Ferrari. Second most podiums for Ferrari. Sixth most poles for Ferrari. Second most podiums in a season, 17. Laps led in his career, 3,499. Youngest driver to get pole. Youngest world champion. Youngest double world champion. Youngest triple world champion. Youngest quadruple world champion. And the only driver in Formula 1 history to have 50 podiums, or over 50 podiums, at 2 different teams. And that is the career of the great Sebastian Vettel. So yes, that's it. I hope you enjoyed listening. This is going out in 2 parts. If you did enjoy, I'm thinking I might do maybe some F1 opinions and podcasts as well. So if you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed. Thank you, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.